we're gonna go out. We got super poor conditions. It's cloudy, it's rainy, it's cold. The fish have been on beds. Temperature just dropped like 10 or 15 degrees in the last 3 days. The fish are gonna pull off, but I think that I know where they're gonna pull off to. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna throw some big swim baits and see if we can't pick up a couple big fish. See, going fishing today is a terrible idea. Everything's against us. Number one, the weather's wrong. We've had a cold front push in. It's gonna push the fish off deep, gonna put them in a funk, gonna be really tough. Problem number two, this motor doesn't even work. It'll only run for about 5 seconds and turn off. So all we have to get us around is the old Minn Kota. Well, we're abandoning the swim bait idea, but trying to find what they'll eat a little bit better. At least the small ones so far eat the chatterbait out pretty good. What we're throwing are the half-ounce jackhammers, Z-Man jackhammers. So far they're eating it up pretty good. For a trailer, we're just putting a little bass-colored Zoom fluke on the back for a trailer. Good.
It's not like I do it on purpose.
Our school for a minute, but we found him. I don't know if you can hear me with this wind or not, but I've been chasing this school around out here on this flat. There's another one right there. Throw him back. It's moving on us. They're not staying in one spot, so we're kind of moving up and down this flat. When we get on them, we're hitting 4 or 5 real quick. Then we're losing them again. We got to relocate them. So it's kind of what's going on right now.
giant bass.
With it. I'm too shallow on my side. Did I catch a fish? Good one. Real good one. Giant. Come on. Shit! That was a 4 or 5 plus. Easy. I think it's bigger than the other side fish. But... Oh, Jesus. Got him. I shouldn't have boat flipped that one. That was a little big for the boat flip. Here's another one. So, the story behind that one, I'm sitting here kicking myself because I literally just stuck what felt like a 5 or a 6 pounder. Biggest fish I've stuck in a long time, and it come off and coming into the boat. Not a happy camper. So I'm sitting here kicking myself over and over, and then I stick this one like 15 casts later. So not a giant. We'll see what this one weighs. First good fish of the day. 2.5. I don't know if you guys can see that, but not a bad one. We're shooting for over 3. We're not calling them big till they break 3. So here's a 2.5, a little shy of 2.5. But we moved to the other side of the lake, see if we could find some bigger fish. So far, the first 2 that we've hit are definitely bigger. So we'll see if we can't break 3 before the day's over. On a school of clones out here. They're all the exact same. Yeah. Oh, wow. weigh this one just for giggles. We know it's not big, but we're arguing over how big it actually is. So. Pound 8, exactly a pound. 1 pound, 8 ounces.
Still small. Really my spot.
But it's a fish.
Huh?
I said, but it's a fish.
Oh.
Dinkus. Another little one, not the big ones we're looking for. That's why I always keep their one. Good one.
Big one.
Not like a giant, but not a tiny one. Or it's like hooked funny. No, it's a little one. It's hooked funny, like through the eyeball. There's one. No joke on that one. It's a 3 at least.
Woo! Woo! Yeah! Did he eat it all?
It fucking swallowed that chatterbait. Look at where this chatterbait is. Oh, Jesus. Let me redo that. Well, it's not quite down there all the way anymore, but look at the way this fish ate that thing. I mean, it is gone. That's how much of it's sticking out of its mouth. Look at the tail on that. He's gonna be lucky to go 3. This thing is like a mutant fish. Look at this thing. Tell the spawn it's on. Their tails are all bloody. Oh well. Only 2.5 on that one too. Just under 2.5, but put that one back. Yeah, he's bleeding. Get him back. Die.
Is that good?
Well, we're all done. We're wrapping it up. Came out here with the intention to get into them with swim baits, and we did catch a few on swim baits, but in the end we ended up pretty much throwing chatterbaits most of the day because we had a couple pretty good ones, 4s or 5s, that kept following it to the boat, but they wouldn't eat it. That goes on the other one. So we ended up switching up to a chatterbait to see if we could find something they'd eat a little better, and they were just crushing the chatterbaits. So we threw chatterbaits for about the last 3-4 hours. We probably caught 30-40 fish. Only 2 or 3 that were decent though, but we did pretty good. Wind finally calmed down on us. Turned out to be a pretty good day.